Let us bow down in devotion to the Pancha Parmeshti. Om Namo Arihantanam Om Namo Siddhanam Om Namo Aryanam Om Namo Vajrayanam Namo Loe Savasahunam Eso Pancha Namokaro Eso Pancha Namokaro Sauva Pavapanasano Mangalanancha Sauvesim Paramam Havai Mangalam Mangalanancha Sauvesim Paramam Havai Mangalam. I bow down in devotion at the feet of Tirthankar Paramatma Prabhu Mahaveer. I bow down in devotion at the feet of most revered Pujya Gurudev Anand Rishi Ji Maharaj Sahab and of infinitely benevolent Upadhyay Bhagwan Pujya Praveen Rishi Ji Maharaj Sahab. Ichha karenam sandisah bhagavam Ichha karenam sandisah bhagavam. My immense gratitude to the holy feet of Paramatma and Gurudev for showering His grace upon me to be an instrument in delivering the Uttaradhyayana Sutra in English. A ram afternoon everyone. I Sadhvi Arohi welcome the devotees gathered here to listen to the sacred techniques of the 24th Tirthankar Paramatma Mahaveer and to participate in worshipping the Srimad Uttaradhyayana Sutra. This sutra holds great significance as it contains the last words of Paramatma Mahaveer before his salvation. I would be presenting the English version of Gurudev Rishi Praveen's discourse on the Srimad Uttaradhyayana Sutra. Today is the 15th day of our humble effort. We will try to understand and absorb the secrets of chapters 26, 27 and 28 as decoded by Gurudev Sri Ji. Get ready for Saran meditation. Sit straight. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Feel your breath. Feel yourself. Let us bow down at the feet of Tirthankar Paramatma Mahaveer in complete devotion. Seek permission from Prabhu Mahaveer, seated in the divine Samosharan, to worship and to listen to his auspicious words. Vardhamanam sharanam pavajami Vardhamanam saranam pavajami Vardhamanam saranam pavajami Shraddhamayo aham Shraddhamayo aham. Devotion is only nature. In your faith, sense Paramatma Mahaveer. In your wisdom, experience the divine Saran. And in devotion, Paramatma's praise. Feel the divine Saran within yourself. A divine enclosure of silver. All four direction gold archways and crystal steps. A huge second enclosure of gold, gemstone archways and sparkling crystal steps with the golden hue made of gemstone, the third enclosure. Radiant Vaidurya gemstones archways. Let's enter the Saran in inner heart. All four directions Paramatma is seen. At the heart is the gemstone studded crystal throne. Seated on the throne is Paramatma Mahaveer with divine radiance, compassionate eyes. Srivasa on the chest that is capable of auspicious transformation. Chamrendra and Balendra are swaying the divine fans, depicting the prosperity of the universe is the three-layered divine umbrella, freeing everyone from miseries is the Ashoka tree, turning cries of all people into musical notes is the divine music of celestial beings. Freeing all knots are the showering of divine flowers and the words of Paramatma. Universally beneficial Dharma Chakra touching the sky is the religious flag. Center of heart seated is Paramatma, and around him are Indravhuti Gautam, Sudharma Swami, monks, Vaimanic deities, men, women, Vaimanic goddesses, Bhavanpati Jyotishi God and goddesses, all captivating all of them in this heavenly atmosphere. Sudharma Swami sings the hymn of Paramatma. Feel the presence of Paramatma in your heart, in your soul. Feel it, visualize it, and slowly open your eyes. For the rendition of Veer Stuti, hymn in appreciation of Paramatma, and the Prakrit verses of Uttaradhyayana Sutra, follow the link in the description box. Namo Suyadevayaye, Namo Suyadevayaye, Namo Suyadevayaye. Tirthankar Paramatma Mahaveer has laid down two forms of arrangement for the development of our individual personality and the society. We have already learnt about the 8 Pravachan Mata in chapter 24, which guides us on how to live our individual life and develop our personality. In chapter 26, titled Samayari, Paramatma speaks about the second arrangement, which guides us on how to live when we are with a group of people, in a family, in a society, or in a community. This chapter provides samachari, a set of protocols to be followed when we are in a society for the overall development and smooth functioning of the society and the community at large. Paramatma says, Sauva Dukkha Vimokhanam. Those who master the art of samachari can free themselves from all miseries and suffering. Gurudev says, such a statement has never come in any chapter. Such high is its significance. A person who wants to live in isolation can live with himself and continue his spiritual practice. But if we want to live in community, then we have to follow a certain protocol. Those who follow the protocol of the community, samachari, when you are with your family, society, do not have to separately follow any spiritual practice. Their life with protocol only take the form of spiritual practice. Paramatma has laid 10 protocols in the samachari. These are very simple protocols, but with one condition, that they can followed only by a group with the support of people around us. Decision of doing samayik, reading religious scriptures, or performing austerity is an individual choice. But samachari is meant for a group, a community. Everyone's participation is needed in this. One who abides by the samachari, all his pain, suffering and miseries come to an end. We might have worked hard to succeed in business or tried to walk the path of self-discipline, but we have never succeeded because we have not followed or abided by the protocols of samachari. One who does not follow the principles of samachari, then no matter how big a penance he performs, he cannot attain peace. Out of the 10, the first protocol of samachari is avashyaki. It means when someone is heading out for some work, before leaving the house or the premise, take blessings and then leave. This protocol is not only for small or big, it is for everyone, whoever is proceeding for any work, to take the consent or approval of other members around, and thereafter move ahead with the blessings and positive energies of other persons with him. Be it a guru or an elder person. For that matter, tell the other members around and leave. The process of taking blessing is called avassahi, avassahi, avassahi. This act is not for just giving information, but taking blessings. Gurudev says, every person has 3 powers: First, the power to do an act. Second, the power to get it done. And third, to bless someone to do the act. The third power is called Anumodana. One who walks the power of Anumodana walks with infinite energy. Wherever you go, tell that you are going for this work and I need your blessings to do it. The second protocol of Samachari is Neshedhiki. Nissahi, Nissahi, Nissahi. It means to recite these words after returning from work. Before entering, one should stand still at the door, leaving behind all dirt, negative energies and vibrations that may have come along. Gurudev says to stand at the door for 30 seconds, disconnecting from all outside negativity in action, mind and emotion, while chanting Nissahi, Nissahi, Nissahi. We should enter the house with emotions of love and a will to live in harmony with everyone. Take blessings from Paramatma and say, Tithayara tava pasyantu, siddha siddhim tava disyantu. Gurudev urges everyone to make this a routine. The third protocol of Samachari is called Apruchhana. To seek permission, to ask before doing anything. If this one protocol becomes a habit of every member in the family, they would be saved from big disasters. Today, many families move towards disasters of commodity trading, gaming, etc. for the only reason not seeking permission. This training has to be given to every family member. A simple act of asking can bring devotion towards each one. A commitment that I will not do anything without asking. I will not do anything keeping my family in darkness. If this environment develops in house, every relation will turn into a devotion. Rahu, Ketu, Mangal, all are not needed. Just ask and do. What one person can foresee and perceive, the other might not. Therefore, asking will always benefit us and protect us from the wrong. Gurudev says these principles are for every member of the family and just the juniors. Many a times, the work that we want to do might be right, but the timing might be wrong. And by asking, someone's instinct might save us from doing the work at the wrong time. If someone does not give permission, Paramatma says one can ask permission again till 3 times, after which it is beneficial to abide and let go the work if permission is not given. Whichever organization, families follow them, they reach the peak. This process of asking is very well followed in the Sikh community. They seek the permission of Guru Granth Sahib before doing anything. They go to the Gurudwara, bow down to the Guru Granth Sahib, light the lamp and ask permission before doing any work. Once, Harcharan Singh Longowal had to go to a function, and so he went to the Gurudwara, bowed down to the Guru Granth Sahib, lighted the lamp and asked permission, but was denied. He repeatedly bowed twice, asked for 2 more times, and was denied permission. But still ignoring the wish, he proceeded for the function and was shot dead there. Gurudev says, we should have such system in our families. Seek permission of our Paramatma Shrutadev and then move ahead. One will do this, will never repent in life. Unfortunately, these principles have just been limited to books. Gurudev says, monks even before sleeping or doing any act take permission. It might seem like being incapable. This is not being incapable. It is the power of blessing that we take and go. Even Tirthankar Paramatma, when they take Diksha, bow down to Siddha Paramatma and take permission. Whether we are heading towards doing our own work or for anyone else, whether it is a small work or a big work, be it good work or not, we should always seek permission before doing any work. When we take objection, we close the doors of fortune. Example of Sudarshan, who takes permission from parents to go meet Paramatma. How their blessings help him to impact not just his life, but Arjun Mali and the entire kingdom from threats. Gurudev says it is because of this principle that he was saved many times from big cyclones. And whenever he did not fulfill it, he had to undergo big struggles. Fourth protocol is called Pratipruchhana, taking permission for doing others' work. When we do some work for others, also seek permission and then do. The fifth protocol is called Chandana. Very beautiful. We have got something. Be grateful and thankful and offer it first to your family members. This will eventually build a bond and love among the people. The sixth protocol is Ichchakaro, to honor, to respect others' wish in receiving help and in giving help. If we want to seek help from someone, we should first ask if they wish to and then ask for help. Example, if you wish, can you bring me water? I wish to drink the water from your hand. If mother-in-law tells her daughter-in-law, expressing if she wishes to do this, the act will be done with love. By doing this, we give respect to their wish, and we respect their wish, it becomes power of creation. There can be no reaction or completion without the seed of wish. When someone does without wish, then it becomes merely a formality. If we want anything to be done, to be completed, we should first awaken the wish within the opposite person. Work without wish will only lead to disruption. Paramatma says, same way, even before helping anyone, we should ask his wish if he wants any help from us. without asking if you help someone, possible they get disturbed. The seventh protocol is mithyakaro, to erase our mistakes. Mistakes happen and we are only capable of cleansing it. Paramatma says, once we have done any mistake, we should observe it, accept it, and do michhami dukkadam through repentance. By this we can put an end to our mistakes. The eighth protocol is tahakkaro. When anyone asks something, first accept before denying anything. We should first accept what the other person is saying. This first acceptance shows that we are open for discussion. The moment we deny first, we close all doors of improvement. Even if we want to suggest a different view, we must first accept the other's view first and then suggest that our view is this and do consider it. The ninth protocol is abhyutthan, speaks about welcoming and greeting anyone who is entering our house. Everyone should have a habit of receiving and greeting. This can release a person of all the worries and troubles he is coming from and can also multiply the joy of the person coming from happy moments. Unfortunately, in today's generation, there is no one to welcome or bid by one. Gurudev says, just visualize you come home very tired and someone welcomes you. Your tiredness will disappear. But if there is no one to welcome you, no matter how happy you come, your happiness will fade away. Irrespective of the member being small or big, each one should be welcomed and greeted. The 10th protocol is upasampada, to go abroad for studying or to go hostel for studying, to go out to take experience, take permission and go. Apart from this, the chapter also gives in detail about when to do, in what timings do. These protocols laid by Paramatma are for everyone and not just for monks. Gurudev urges everyone to make a humble effort to adopt them in your families, communities and organization. Now we will see chapter 27. Namo Suyadevayaye, Namo Suyadevayaye, Namo Suyadevayaye. Chapter 27, title Khalumkijam, is a chapter to shed tears, to lament upon. It is about a guru named Gargacharya and his bad experience with his disciples that provokes him to leave them. Though the chapter is in the context of a guru, Gurudev says, let's keep the head of family in his place to understand the scenario and connect. We shall worship this chapter with a thought that such situation never comes either in our life or anyone else's life. Paramatma Mahaveer gives an example of a rider riding a cart that is harnessed to ox. If the ox does not obey to the command of the rider and goes in opposite direction of the signal given, it would be extremely difficult for the rider to ride the cart and move ahead. Similar situation is that of a guru or head of family or head of an organization. When the disciples or members don't obey, give excuse or blame others. A guru named Gargacharya once asked his disciple to get something from one house. The disciple denies his orders, giving different excuses like, I don't know the house. No one might be there in the house. Then argues with him for no reason and tells, why do you always ask me to do and not tell others? Where such environment exists, it is called Khalunkijam. Such ox which makes it dangerous for the rider to ride the cart. Such disciple, such member who makes it difficult for the head to live peacefully should be left. Paramatma tells, when one's mental peace is disturbed by such stubborn disciples or members, the guru or elders should take the step to leave them and go. As one's peace is fundamental, it is better to leave them than be in hell-like situation. Gargacharya got such disciples, and so he left them and walked on his path of spirituality alone. Namo Suyadevayaye, Namo Suyadevayaye, Namo Suyadevayaye. Chapter 28 titled Mokha Gai Magga. Mokha Magga Gai almost encompasses the entire Jain religion. This chapter is for one who wants to experience the path of peace, for one who wants to attain independence, one who wants to free themselves from all bondages and knots. What is the path of moksha? The path of eternal peace, where knowledge, faith, conduct and penance all four meet. That is the path to eternal peace. Gurudev says, just like to call it a tea, all its ingredients are necessary too. Similarly, where all four knowledge, faith, conduct and penance coexist, that is the path of moksha. Let's now understand these four pillars. What is knowledge? One who knows what is there, knows the existence of it, that is knowledge. Gurudev says, check when do we get troubled or disturbed. Do we get disturbed knowing what is there or get disturbed knowing what is not there? We get angry when we know the work is done or the work is not done. We feel content after knowing what we got or after knowing what we didn't get. Paramatma says, what you have got What is there is knowledge. What you didn't get, what is not there is ignorance. One who continuously sees what is there, acknowledges what he has got, his faith develops. When someone recognizes, I received it yesterday, today, and continue to receive it, their faith grows. What we have known from knowledge, received it from faith. Implementing that practically is conduct. The fourth principle is penance. Possible that in our knowledge, in our faith, in our action, some negativity has entered. The negativity that has come in my knowledge, in my faith, in my action, to remove that is penance. How can one attain such knowledge? Though we often hear that knowledge leads to faith, Paramatma says it is actually faith that brings true knowledge. Gurudev welcomes the listeners and observes that while not everyone here has deep knowledge of the Uttaradhyayana Sutra, they have come with faith, a belief in Paramatma. According to him, it is this faith that will lead to the right knowledge. For instance, one who lacks faith, like Goshalak, a disciple who opposed Paramatma, will not attain true understanding. In contrast, a faithful disciple like Indrabhuti Gautam achieved great knowledge through his devotion. Paramatma teaches that if someone lacks faith and respect, no amount of teaching will grant them true knowledge. Today we see example of young people who take drastic steps like suicide, largely due to a lack of faith. Someone with faith, like Chhatrapati Shivaji, kept believing he would find a way out, even when imprisoned. Faith opens the door to knowledge. Without knowledge, our actions cannot produce real results. Gurudev emphasizes that the sequence is essential. Faith comes first, then knowledge, and finally action. Start everything with devotion. When we begin with devotion, the knowledge we gain will guide us in the right way to act, giving our actions quality. Scriptures call this Charan Gun, meaning quality in one's steps and actions. Through such meaningful actions, one can attain liberation. Without this foundation, peace and progress will remain out of reach. The next question is, how does faith come? Paramatma explains that faith can arise from effort and practice, and sometimes it emerges even without practice. For those who lack faith, it can be developed through training and consistent effort. Faith may be natural for some, while for others, it grows through regular practice. The purpose of engaging with these scriptures is to nurture faith through discipline training. Gurudev shares an example of a young boy he met Recently, the boy recounted how repeating the phrase Ichha Karenam Sandhisah Bhagwan and connecting to Paramatma's blessings have profoundly transformed his life. After witnessing miraculous results, he developed a strong, lasting faith, and this practice has now become a core part of his daily life. Gurudev emphasizes that practice leads to faith. He also mentions people who were compelled by circumstances to convert to Islam, though initially reluctant. Through repeated practice, they became dedicated followers over time. Similarly, we often notice that children who have spent time abroad may return with different beliefs and practices, sometimes even disregarding traditional values. This happens because their repeated exposure to a new environment and different practices has reinforced faith in these new ways, even if they might be considered misguided. Practice is essential in developing faith. Paramatma has outlined 10 ways to cultivate faith. Few of them are being in nature. Understanding the nature leads to faith. Second, performing an action with interest leads to faith. No emotion or no knowledge, but yet performing an action repeatedly with interest leads to faith. Continuously listening leads to faith. Listening to meaning again and again can develop faith. Understanding the fundamental principles of existence also leads to faith. Once faith is established, knowledge and actions together open the path to moksha. Gurudev tells out of 6 dravya, our life works on one dravya, that is pudgal, meaning atoms. Happiness, sadness, death, life, our karmas, all happen due to atoms. The terms such as cosmic energy that we often hear of. In Jainism, it is nothing but pudgal, atoms. But atoms are not living beings. They lack intelligence. The soul is its driver. One who has knowledge, faith, conduct, ability to remove negativity, and power in one is a living being. We as living beings, blessed with these, should walk the path that will lead us to the eternal adobe moksha. Here we saw the meanings, some secrets of 26, 27 and 28 chapters decoded by Gurudev. Now we will see how to celebrate Diwali in true sense. Gurudev says it is only with one's own good deeds that one becomes prosperous and wealthy. No matter how much you worship wealth or goddesses, wealth will never come to you. One who worships wealth can never worship Paramatma. When one worships wealth, he sees and believes wealth as a god. Gurudev says one should worship the Shrut. We can take punya of Tirthankar Paramatma, of great people, by connecting with their aura. How to celebrate Diwali in true sense? How to draw swastik and srivasa? how to take aura of Supashwanath and Sheetalnath Tirthankar Paramatma and charge one's house, their office premise. The technique of this is shown by Gurudev, and you could see in the link given below in the description box. With this, I conclude my session today, expressing immense gratitude at the feet of Paramatma and Gurudev. And last but not the least, all the listeners to patiently listen these sermons. Thank you. If I have made any mistake, I ask for forgiveness. Thank you. Have a Arham day. Mangal Path.
चत्तारि मङ्गलं वरिहन्ता मङ्गलं सिद्धा मङ्गलं साहो मङ्गलं केवले पन्नतो धम्मो मङ्गलम् चत्तारि लघुत्तमानि हन्ता लघुत्तमां सिद्धा लघुत्तमां साहो लघुत्तमां केवली पन्नतो धम्मो लघुत्तमा चत्तारि शरणं भवञ्झामि हरिहन्ते शरणं भवञ्झामि सिद्धे शरणं भवञ्झामि साहो शरणं भवञ्झामि केवली पन्नतं धम्मं शरणं भवञ्झामि अरिहन्तो का शरणं सिद्धो का शरणं साधुओं का शरणं दया धर्म का शरणं चार मंगल चार उत्तम चार शरणा दुख हरणा सुख करना और न शरणा कोई जो भव प्राणी करे आराधन अक्षय अमर पद होय वंदमान शरण